Good day, everyone. Today, I am going to present the Chapter 3, the Efficient Classroom Organization for Multi-Grade Settings. So for the introduction, good classroom management helps both the teacher and the students by laying out specific and appropriate procedures that help students know what to do, thus allowing teachers to focus on working with students. The seating arrangement in a multi-grade class is very important because it enhances the learning environment. As you organize your classroom, note all the factors that influence the plan of your classroom. So now let me check how well I understand the organization of a multi-grade classroom. Indicate whether the following statements are true or false. So first, a multi-grade classroom has to be reorganized according to the activities or lessons that will be conducted. So true. Next, a multi-grade class arrangement is permanent. It does not change throughout the year. So the answer is false because as a teacher, you need to change the setting arrangement in the classroom in order to meet learning for the students. Next, the timeout area allows the teacher to take a break from the classroom. So the answer is false because teacher has to some way of disciplining the learners. Next, the class shop can help students to develop social language and mathematical skills. The answer is true. So next, the chalkboards and cupboards can be any height in a multi-grade classroom. So false because you need to place the chalkboards and cupboards in a setting that everyone can use, and we all know that in a multi-grade classroom, there are different ages of students. So for number 2, describe how would you arrange your classroom for storytelling. You could include a diagram of the seating arrangement in your answer. So the learners need to be seated in a semicircle or horseshoe arrangement with the teacher in front. The learners should be close to the teacher so that they can clearly see the pictures and read the captions in the teacher's storybook. They also need to be able to hear the teacher well. Tables and chairs should arrange in such a way that the learners and teacher can move freely. So as you can see on the screen, this is the classroom arrangement for storytelling. For number 3, describe how would you position your desk in your multi-grade classroom and explain why you selected these arrangements. So the teacher desk should be located so that the teacher can see all areas of the classroom. The learner should be able to see and reach teacher's desk easily. The youngest learner will be close to the teacher because they need help more often than the older students. How would you use your outside classroom? How would you prepare for the class? Outside the classroom in a multi-grade class can be used for storytelling, physical education, some art activities, and eating. You should make sure that the area you are going to use is well shaded. The learners could sit outside on mats, benches, or on the grass. For the performance, Mrs. Mara is an untrained teacher who teaches a multi-class of 30 learners in a small village at Lano Elementary School. She teaches grade 1, 2, 3, and 4. Mrs. Mara has requested your help. So one possible arrangement for the classroom is provided in the illustration. So as you can see this screen, here are the seating arrangement. So why is the physical learning environment important? It is important that children can be comfortable so that they can move around freely. If the environment contains interesting items, their curiosity will arouse. They should have a neat environment with light and fresh air. So list at least 5 areas that could be included in a multi-grade classroom. Students' desks or tables, learning center and reading corner, dress-up corner or home corner, teacher's area including desk and cupboards, display area and chalkboard. And why does the multi-grade teacher need to be close to the youngest students in the classroom? The teacher needs to be close to the youngest learners because they need help more often than the older learners. What is a timeout area used for? It is important to have a timeout area because a teacher has to have some way of disciplining the learners. The timeout area is meant mainly for discipline, as it separates the learner from other members of the class. So what is the importance of having a class shop in a multi-grade classroom? The 3 important reasons for the class shop are to develop learners' social skills, to develop learners' mathematical skills, and to develop learners' language skills. So why would you have a language arts center in your classroom? The Language Arts Center would focus on the development of language skills, which are fundamental to all learning. This center would contain books, magazines, stories, and compositions written by learners. That's the end of my presentation.